Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nature of Sound. My name is Lizzie Esparza and today our topic is scores and soundtracks. We're going to be talking about the differences between a score and a soundtrack and why I think Shin Godzilla is one of the best scores for a film that I've seen in modern time. To understand what makes Shin Godzilla's score so amazing, you must first understand what a score is and what a soundtrack is. A score is the specific musical piece or incidental music that accompanies a scene or moment in the movie. This differs from a soundtrack, which is a compilation of songs and sounds that comprise all of the film's music. So, while Danny Elfman produces the score for Tim Burton's films, a soundtrack can be produced by the marketing team in order to sell the feeling that the movie gives the audience. Now, these definitions are very Americanized or westernized because in Japan, the country of origin of Shin Godzilla, a soundtrack and a score can go hand in hand. The composer for Shin Godzilla, Shiro Sajisu, decided to make his score combining traditional Japanese music with some retro American music mixed in to form a new modern definition of music. Now, Shiro actually used previously composed music from another project he worked on with Shin Godzilla's director, Hideaki Anno. They worked on an anime together called Evangelion, which was popular in the 90s in both Japan and America, as well as many other countries across the globe. There are a couple infamous songs from the anime that show up in different scenes in Godzilla to show the same kind of suspense. Take, for example, the song composed called EM20 Rhythm GZM. Yes, that's actually the title. Here is a sample of the song. This is a pretty famous song from Neon Genesis Evangelion that is used during government scenes in order to show that there is a worldwide event or some kind of threat to Tokyo upon them. This shows the similarities between Hideki Anno and Shiro's work that they've done together. Both involve overwhelming, unnatural or supernatural disasters that need to be handled on a wide scale. In both works, the Americans and the Japanese often work together in order to create a safer world. However, there is still a lot of resentment seen from the Japanese based off of previous events that have gone on with Americans. The only sampled song is Godzilla Comes Ashore, or Godzilla for short. A sample played here. Any monster movie fan would be able to recognize this as the original Godzilla theme from the original Japanese Godzilla movie. It is included in the score list because it was made to be used for Godzilla movies specifically, and has been sampled by many different musical artists. Dipping into the original pieces for this film, Godzilla Appears is a completely original composed song by Shiro that was used in the trailer for the Shin Godzilla. It builds intensity, it uses a lot of drum and trumpets in order to give that really intense stomping sounds that mimic that of Godzilla's movement, and puts some kind of anxiety into its viewers, because you know that this threat that is coming towards you is so much larger than you, and there's truly no way for you to control it. The orchestral notes throughout all of the songs are really stunning. The use of violins, different metal winds, as well as some percussion, just completely envelop the audience in almost a musical cacophony that you can't really block yourself from. You are completely taken by this score. I think the reason that it went over so well with me is because at times the movie can be a bit slow. I love the movie, but it is shot like an anime with real life people, meaning that it holds on shots for a long time with really not much action happening in the background. A lot of the scenes with the music are actually when Godzilla's on screen and there's a lot of movement or a lot of chaos. But even towards the end, Godzilla stands still for a lot of it as he is recharging his radioactive power. This music helped me to stay engaged in the film because even when there was very little happening plot-wise, I was able to listen to the music and stay on the edge of my seat. This movie is a must-watch for anyone who listens to this podcast because it is very fun and almost a little campy at times. If you're a Godzilla fan, it's really creepy. His design is so interesting, and you've never really seen anything like it before, as he starts from infantile almost, all the way up to a full-grown Godzilla. And of course, from a musical standpoint, the soundtrack alone should attract you. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you like what you heard today, you can subscribe down below to see our weekly post and give us a like. Alright, everyone, as always, have a good night.